Hey guys, my name's Tina Nguyen. I'm the founder of XXL Scrunchie, and today I am sharing with you my TikTok journey. TikTok sent me a volunteer because they saw me struggling making scrunchies.
Okay, let's do this.
Scrunchie? Signing up for a TikTok account I originally didn't even want to sign up for, blew up my small business, took our sales international, given me opportunities to work with other brands and get paid for making and posting TikToks. I started at 0, guys, and now we're at almost 500,000 and we're verified. Like, I never thought I would be a verified person in my life. If you want more eyes on your brand, your small business, or just your personal account, or you need a little inspiration to rejoin and get back into TikTok, then this video is gonna be for you. Because I quit TikTok before too, after joining for just 2 weeks. And imagine I would have missed out on so much. My business would not have grown to what it was. Who knows, I may still have been in my parents' basement because we joined while I was in my parents' living room. Now we've moved warehouses twice. Now I've moved out of my parents' house as well. Please join me today on my TikTok journey that not only helped grow my business, but it took me to Toronto with TikTok Canada on a speaking event. It took me to Vancouver to meet the CEO of TikTok. It took me to Toronto again as part of one of 6 vendors at the TikTok For You Summit. And I got recognized by a producer on Dragon's Den because she saw and has been following my TikTok. And I can't dance, so don't let that stop you. This happened all within the last 3 years because we've only been in business for 3.5 years. I've only been on TikTok. After 7 months? No, after 8 months of starting the business, I joined TikTok. And everything just went after that. So this is a story of how TikTok changed our lives for the better.
Well, at first, I actually didn't want to join TikTok because it was another thing to add to the million other things I had to do. And I only joined because I saw this one girl that I followed on Instagram post, and she's like, why not post on TikTok what you're already posting on Instagram? Because you can get a few more eyes on your business. Like, why wouldn't you want that? And I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. And I did, but I actually quit after 2 weeks because it was a lot and I wasn't really getting the hang of it right away. So I was like, okay, this is like not gonna work out. And then a girl in my hometown actually made a scrunchie, and she made it based on my scrunchie, and then her video went viral, and then it was bringing attention to my store, and then we sold out that day from someone else making a TikTok about us. And I was like, okay, maybe I should get back on it.
Hope you guys don't mind me just elasticing scrunchies because I want to. Back to our topic, TikTok. It's honestly an amazing way to get discovered, whether you're a small business or you're just a creator. I know so many creators. I've got to meet a lot of them actually quite recently in the past couple years, where TikTok blew up their music career. TikTok blew up their chef career. They get to cook from home now 24/7 instead of before when they're at a restaurant when COVID closed. TikTok blew up their coffee truck. TikTok blew up their family appliance store. I joined in August 2020. Now we're basically celebrating our over 3-year anniversary since being on TikTok. I'm still learning about it. I'm still trying to find our groove. And quite recently, I think we've found our groove again and noticed a lot of impact. And I'll explain that a bit later and show you guys a run through about one of our TikTok videos, how I edit them, what I do with them, how I post them, what I caption with them. There's a lot that goes into it, but once you start posting, you'll get the hang of it. Trust me. Trust me, as someone who quit before, think of TikTok as a search engine. I look up stuff on there all the time now to be like, I'm actually going to New York in a couple days, and I looked up this restaurant name, and then a bunch of other people's posts show up from it. Except you find things faster with videos in a short, compressed time frame, and you get to see like someone else's experiences based on what you or look up. My one really good friend also said, I feel like TikTok knows what I'm thinking before I'm even thinking it, because she'll log on and you scroll on your For You page and you get targeted with things that you're interested in. There's so many people around the world. There's gonna be people interested in whatever you're posting, as long as it's authentic or entertaining, or just it's gotta be genuine. Because you gotta keep up doing this, not forever, but for a while if you're gonna be posting. And it's so hard to be someone else that you're not. And being you is what sets you apart. So I strongly encourage that if or when you start your TikToks. Nothing like a fresh roll of scrunchy elastic. Did you guys know for every YouTube video that we release, we send an email to we have over 24,000 email subscribers. I think just email subscribers, like you guys, we're sending out emails. We send out emails every time we post a vlog. So you may have come from an email and got notified about this vlog from an email that we sent. Email is the main way we keep all of our XXL Fam, like you guys, informed about product launches, new vlogs, what we're up to. However, with over 281 billion emails sent to consumers daily, 200,000 emails per minute, 3,000 emails sent per second. So how do we make our emails stand out against our competitors in our recipients' inboxes? If you want to learn more about how to write the perfect sales or marketing email subject lines, I highly suggest you check out this ebook. I put a link in my description box for you to download it for free. It contains 100 email subject lines that were clicked on with successful examples to grab your recipient's attention. Use a subject line that might emphasize what they might miss if they don't click on your email, which I have found helpful to implement in my subject lines now too. This ebook was made by HubSpot, which is today's video sponsor. Big shout out to them for providing this free resource. Hey guys, hope you're okay with the change of scenery. I just had to get to work and we're just sitting now in my office at the XXL Scrunchie Warehouse. I really hope this video inspires at least one person to get started on their TikTok journey, video journey, small business journey, personal journey. The more I think about it, the more I realize how much it changed our entire lives. My life, my family's life, all the people we interact with now, our customers. Let's get started with why I joined. If you've been an OG, you definitely know why. Someone named Erica, I'll link her Insta here. She posted on her Instagram story, and I'm just gonna preach what she preached to me because it worked. It worked. She said, why not join TikTok? Why not get more eyes on your business? Why not, like if you're a store and 30 people come into your store, that's a big deal. If you're getting 30 views, that's 30 more views than you wouldn't have gotten. So why not get that one more person, get one more view, because that view could organically spread to word of mouth to someone else and to someone else, and I don't know, you could get that viral video that you're trying to get. And then I quit. I joined and then I quit. I wasn't getting the hang of it. I thought I was just trying to post like quick videos with just my hand in them. I'll try to scroll back and post some in here. Videos with no context, no talking, just music, me making a scrunchie. That works for some people, but for us, it wasn't working that quickly, and I gave up within 2 weeks. And then someone in my hometown made a scrunchie after being inspired by mine, and she credited me. She put me up on a green screen and her face in front and tried to make one of my scrunchies and ended up making it too big, like this. Her video about, not even really about my scrunchie, but based on my scrunchie, went viral, and our store sold out that day from someone else's video, not even my own video, on TikTok. This is hard to talk and do this at the same time. Her video went viral, and then I remember suddenly there was 100 visitors constantly, like maybe 101, 140, or go back to 80 for the next 48 hours on my website. And over the weekend, we had over 40,000 visitors to my site in a weekend from her video. She didn't even tag us, just the fact that our name, our handle was up in the background of the photo. People were finding us on Instagram, our followers grew, our store sold out, and by store at the time, it was my parents' front coat closet. Oh my gosh, I'm so thirsty. I'm so thirsty. Oh my gosh, so many wires. Ow! So, long story short, TikTok changed our lives, and it started with that one viral video. I started my handmade scrunchie business out of my 400 square foot apartment. It grew so quickly, I had to move back home to get my parents' help. I took over their living room, and once that video went viral, our sales rocketed into our first 6 figures. And then we had to renovate their basement, and I worked out of their basement. A year and a half later, we moved the entire brand into our first warehouse space. 9 months after that, we expanded again into our current new warehouse space, which is double the size of 4,000 square feet, which is where I am sitting right now, in one of the areas at least. TikTok has allowed us to reach customers from all over the world. We're based in Belleville, Ontario. I think the population's like 40,000 people, and we've now sold to over 70 countries. We have over 170 million views on TikTok alone, and a lifetime order count of over 32,000 orders. I still can't believe it sometimes. I can honestly say, without TikTok spreading the love, doing its magic for our small family business, we might not be sitting here right now. Who knows? I could still be in my parents' living room. I could still be in their basement. I might be in a smaller warehouse. We might not need this much room. Who really knows? But I know that TikTok did help skyrocket us within the last 3 years. Not only that, but we've been able to build such a supportive community. Like, people are helping us on there. People saw my dad stapling our paper scrunchie tags onto our scrunchies with a regular stapler, and then they suggested an electric one, an automatic one that he just pops under and it works. I would have never thought about that. TikTok has a great community on it, and they give great advice, so thank you. Now moving on to the opportunities that I've had, the big ones at least, thanks to TikTok. The first one was speaking on a panel for TikTok Canada at last year's Toronto Global Forum in, I think it was September last year, September of 2022. I was just sharing my TikTok journey to let more business-minded people learn about TikTok, that it's not just for dances. It's a platform for anyone and everyone, because anyone and everyone is on it. So everyone has so many different interests that they're gonna be interested in whatever you're posting too, if it's authentic and organic, and if you're consistent. Gotta consistently post. I think we haven't missed a day of posting a TikTok since we've rejoined and restarted it. Our session was, I think, an hour long, and we even had to film a TikTok on the spot. And I think I froze, which makes sense because I don't really make content that's like on the fly like that. It's more like authentic content, and it was me authentically freezing up. The next big thing I had that happened to me with TikTok Canada was getting flown to Vancouver to meet the CEO of TikTok. Like, I met Showtime. We even got to make a TikTok with him, and these opportunities I get them emailed in my inbox because of my TikTok brand, like my TikTok account. If I didn't have that account, none of this stuff would have happened, which is kind of crazy to me. But I'm really thankful I got chosen as one of 8 people to go meet him, and I also got to meet other amazing creators, like a musician, chefs, comedian, mega TikTokers that have like millions of followers. I was like, I could like learn stuff from you guys. I was actually I remember going into it, I was really nervous and intimidated because I thought we would be kind of in front of people talking, and they didn't really prepare us with notes or anything, but it was just more chill in a room. We got to talk and learn about each other's stories. It was people of all different careers, and we all use TikTok. And even the CEO was telling us how TikTok is like a window of opportunity for people that post on the platform. Like, people from all over the world get to see us when you normally wouldn't be able to do something like that. The next opportunity was being one of 6 vendors at the TikTok For You Summit. I think it was last July. When was this? It was in July. We had a custom booth built for us to display our products to sell to customers and attendees of the event. Nelly Furtado was there and performed. It was called the #For You Summit, just where they announce and celebrate TikTok. It's one of their biggest events ever, and I was so honored to be there. And I also got to meet new TikTok friends as well. And our booth was crazy. I don't know why, every time I go to one of these things, I feel so like, because I live in such a little bubble, and then I go to these events and people knew me. They were like, I've been following you since the basement, and I have goosebumps right now thinking about it. And then the one girl's like, you're always on my For You page. And some people were like, I have so many of your scrunchies. And to be given the opportunity to meet these people at an event like this, I don't know, I just felt grateful and really proud of our TikTok journey and everything. On top of all of these opportunities that I've gotten to go to and share my story and even reach customers, supporters, I've also gotten to kind of become an influencer, which I never imagined for myself. Like, I'm here promoting my small business, yet other businesses are reaching out and want ads on our pages. Like, I'm getting paid to create content about our small business, but then relate it back to whatever brand is sponsoring me. So I'm getting another form of income on top of what I'm originally trying to do, which is sell scrunchies to people, our handmade scrunchies to people, which to me, I think is so crazy, but amazing. Like, these opportunities to be able to have someone like Shopify be like, hey, we want to offer you X amount of money to do a 60-second TikTok about your brand, but promote this. Like, we are kind of like an actor representing other brands now too, which is another opportunity that having a TikTok account has given me. Crazy, guys. Like, the money in sponsorships out there, I can't even talk because it's so mind-boggling to me. Like, if you guys Google what influencers make and stuff like that, you'll be like shocked, because sometimes I'm still shocked, but like grateful, because it's just more income for our business so that we can keep growing and doing what we love, bringing new products in, you know, loving our job. Okay. Now I can finally get to strategies. This is our old new strategy that we've been implementing as of the last 3 months. And we've noticed like 200% increase in views. We've noticed our YouTube at one point, one of our accounts at one point was saying, the analytics were like, you have 2,000% more views than usual, and you've gained 2,000% more followers than last year. And I was like, how does that exist? I thought it was only like 100%. That was the max. Anyways, we've been doing voiceovers. We've been doing more of a storytelling aspect in our TikToks, and we've been using more viral music, which I never really paid attention to before. I was just kind of making whatever I was making at the time. I never put any thought into it. It did work back then, but now TikTok has a lot more users on it and a lot more people. I feel like it's more competitive in a way just because there's so many more users. And I did get into a funk where I was just posting like not meaningful content. I was just posting to post, and now we don't do that anymore. We really try hard on the video, the filming, the voiceovers, the captions, the text. I add stickers on top. I add GIFs, whatever you call it. And then I add emojis, and I have a caption and a cute cover photo with a title on it. There's a lot that goes into it now. One go-to video that we always post is packing an order.
Let's pack 600 scrunchies for a wholesale order.
We get a lot of wholesale orders, and we like to celebrate those because then we can share the other business as well, because we love supporting, especially because they supported us with such a huge order. For example, who can I think of? Salon U. They are a local hair salon in Belleville, my hometown. My dad actually just drives the orders over because they're 10 minutes away from us.
Going to salon you.
Thank you.
Bye.
And Dad does our local deliveries. Thanks, Dad. They've been supporting us since like month 2. I approached them, by the way. So don't forget to shoot your shot at opportunities. They're not all gonna just fall into your lap. I approached them and recently they ordered like something crazy, like 80 hair claw clips or something. And I posted a video about it, and the filming process actually takes, sometimes the whole footage is 30 to 40 minutes. On top of that, we have to edit for 30 to 40 minutes. So maybe an hour and a half of your time goes into making a 60-second, minute-and-a-half video. And then you still have to write the caption, schedule it out, post it, tag the people, share it. There's a lot that goes into it, but like, wouldn't an hour of your time be worth it to change your whole life? Not to be dramatic, but that's what it really is here. You're posting to get exposure, more eyes on your business. We use InShot to edit, and usually this is kind of like my editing, what's it called? Schedule? My editing, what I do when I edit. We upload all the footage into InShot first, and then like as soon as we shoot it, I upload it so I don't forget about it, because our phone has so much footage on it. So I edit it, or I drop it into an InShot. I can show you guys. And then I rename the file what the video was about, like Salon U 68 hair claw clips. So we'll film a packaging of that from start to finish. We try to add something in, like sometimes I'll walk into a scene really quick, because the first 5 seconds of the video, maybe even 2 seconds, you really want to grab your viewers' attention. Because if I just posted like I was just walking around saying nothing, you could easily skip past that video. So I try really hard to add an explosive element at the very beginning, like, have you ever, I also try to ask a question, like, have you ever ordered this X amount of hair claw clips? Have you ever shipped an order to Hong Kong? Have you ever shipped an order to Australia? I try to ask a question because it kind of helps tell the story of the TikTok. So I'll use InShot, and then we'll just put it away. And then when we go edit it, we just cut out all the negative bits that we don't want to use. And then we will do voiceover. I do voiceover on my phone in the app. Like, I'll film it, and then you can also cut your voice footage, because in between talking, I breathe a lot, so I don't want that in the video. So you're not only cutting your footage, you're also cutting your voiceover down to make it fit with everything that is going on in the video. And then after that, I'll add text or GIFs, as you might want to call it. Oh no. And then I actually save the video, and then I switch it over to CapCut, because I can see TikTok sounds on there, or I'll just directly import it into TikTok as a draft, and then I'll pick the songs in TikTok and add text on there, because I've heard if you add text in TikTok, in the algorithm will work better, like pick up on it. So I always add like a description of the video on top right when the video starts, just so when people are watching, they see and read the words, and I think it keeps their attention longer. I also forgot to mention that in InShot, I will add sound effects. So if I'm switching to a scene, or I add their name, or I add a little photo screenshot on top of the video that shows their order count, I'll usually add like a clicking sound, like a mouse click, 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 or I add a like bubble noise, like pop, pop, just to make the video that much more interesting. And it just adds a little bit to your video. I really like it. And last but not least is the captions. You want to add, well, at least I find there's better results when I write an actual long caption describing the video, and then I always try to add 3 to 5 hashtags. My voice just whistled, did you hear that? For a packaging video, I would put small business, I would put packaging orders, and then but honestly, it's just all a game of trial and error. And then if you post 30 videos of different things you try, I feel like at least one of them would shine more than the others, and then you could go from there. Because I feel like that's still what we're doing. We're still trying that out, and then we've noticed like the packaging videos, okay, they're doing awesome. Keep doing that for our stories. Keep doing that for our big moments and celebrations. Our behind the scenes, sharing my family, always does so good as well, because you guys like seeing the faces behind these scrunchies, and I really appreciate that. And for today, if you guys have any other questions regarding TikToks, I hope that this video helped you, and I can always make a part 2 with any other questions you may have. Thank you for being here and supporting us. And right now I think we're at like 498,000 followers, and we're almost at 500K. So maybe by the time we post this, we'll be at 500K, and I'll be so excited. Like 500,000, that's wild. Our next TikTok goal is to hit 1 million, because I don't know, I think that's crazy. But I think if we consistently post, it'll be achievable. So we're not gonna give up, and I hope you don't either. Bye guys.